think it's
She
time.
has no idea whether it's Russia, China.
The question is, what comes next? We did hear from a senior Turkish official.
In terms of sovereignty,
Before I
was
answer
to
that,
stop
will you
the
please
free
retract
movement.
your idea that I backtracked?
How did we get here? Why is this happening? Where has all the happiness gone? It seems like every time you turn on a TV, you just keep seeing the same heartbreaking storyline over and over and over again. Chaos. Desolation. Despair. You know, when you log on to social media and all you read are these posts that are painting this bleak picture of the world around us. You see your friends turning against one another just because they have differing opinions over something. I think we've gotten to a point where we're all just sort of asking the same question, and that is, what is there to be passionate about? I'm just looking in my general direction.
Okay.
Now tell me, what is something you're passionate about?
What are you passionate about, and why are you passionate about it?
What fulfills you with just complete happiness?
What makes you get out of bed in the morning?
I am passionate about storytelling.
Dogs.
Helping others.
Spending time with my grandbabies.
Helping people out.
Teach people. Sports. Dogs.
Making people laugh.
Music. My family.
Taking photos for sports.
Helping people.
I think that it's a very transcendent medium.
They're always so happy. Like, what do we do to deserve dogs?
I've worked at a summer camp the last 3 summers, and it's kind of become what I want to do with my life.
My grandson, he just turned 4, and he's got this orange-red hair.
So that's just who I am. It's part of my religious upbringing.
I've always been an educator, majored in physical education.
Kind of interact with more people and brings me closer to people.
I don't know why. There's just something about human-animal interaction.
As long as I can make other people happy, I'm generally happy.
It has led me to teach drum lines, which I find a lot of fun.
I have wonderful parents, husband, and 3 children.
It's just a thrill and joy that really can't really explain.
I have very strong ideals, I think, about how people should behave.
You can tell stories in a lot of different ways, and I think that it's really important that stories get told.
They see you and they just get really excited. Dogs are the best.
I love working with kids, I love working with people, and bringing out the best in them.
He loves people, he loves superheroes.
You're supposed to help people out. I don't know why I like helping people out, I just do.
I like to watch things grow. I like to fix things that need to be fixed.
My family, my older sister was in sports growing up.
I feel animals really do well when it comes to people and their emotional responses.
My dad's the exact same way.
Because of drumline, I've made most of my friends and really good friendships there.
We have a really great time together and just helping our children through life and enjoying each other's company is wonderful.
Sitting sidelines at pro football games is just really exhilarating and just an unknown happiness that really drives me in my life.
Making the world a better place, so I think that part of those, feeling those ideals really strongly is being passionate about helping people.
A good friend that's been my closest friend here, when he met my dad for the first time, he was amazed because everything he said was exactly something that I would have said, and it was a great moment.
If I can just go on and help kids and make them into better musicians and form those friendships and make them into better people because of that, that's what I'd want to do.
That just makes my heart swell.
Well, I'm passionate about my family and I'm passionate about my spouse, but the thing that I would mention in this interview is I think I'm most passionate about my job. And the reason I would say that is because I think that there are a few tests that you can take that will tell you whether you're truly passionate. Like the first test would be, is there a sense of timelessness in doing this project? Do you sort of lose a sense of time, whether it's a sport that you play or an artistic creation that you are involved in? And with my job, I can honestly say that at the end of every day, I just wish I had more hours in the day.
I'm passionate about physics because it describes our universe and like how things work. And it's interesting, and I enjoy doing physics. And I mean, all those things add up to me being passionate about it.
What gets me out of bed in the morning? I think interacting with people and creating something. So whether that's a student being successful and then eventually going on to be successful, or whether it's a collaboration with a faculty member that creates a good idea, or collaborating with graduate students that creates a project that allows them to be successful. So that gets me out of bed in the morning. So my job essentially is my motivating factor for what I do. I'm working at what my passion is.
I am very passionate about people drinking responsibly. In my life, I haven't had good experiences with it. My grandpa died of alcoholism, my uncle died because he was an alcoholic, and my best friend died a few years ago because of alcohol. So it is something I take very seriously.
What makes me happy is I like to learn in pretty much any situation. So, and I worked out of high school. I didn't go to school right away. I was finding myself, I guess. So being back here, I realized that I have a passion for learning.
I also think that one of the litmus tests of passion is, do you think a lot about it even when you're not doing it? And I find myself thinking a lot about my job, not in a way that seems to weigh me down, but in a way that's rather uplifting. I think about ways that we could make the college better, ways that we could create a better education, serve students better, ways to make the campus more beautiful. And I find myself enjoying thinking about those things even when I'm not at work.
It's kind of like a formula in physics. There's really no other reason to be passionate about something. Although I guess if I had to pick something else, it'd probably be debating. I love arguing about things so much that I seek out and read tons of things about other like philosophical arguments and politics just so I can talk about it with other people, because I really, really love debating.
One of my mentors was a classroom teacher, and very early I thought, I want to do that. But as a clinical professor, a professor that teaches a clinical job, something that's hands-on, I think you need experience before you teach it, right? Because you need to pull examples from your life. So I kind of put myself on a 10-year route where I needed to practice clinically in order to have enough experience to teach. But at the age of 40, I attained my professorship. So that was my ultimate goal. And that was here at Adrian.
I think also that passion is defined by a sense of what you're doing is very, very important. Not just important to you and getting a paycheck, but sort of important to the world. And so if you make cars, you need to think that cars are good and that it gets people to places they want to go, and wonderful discussions can happen in cars or whatever. So it doesn't have to be education. I obviously see the intrinsic worth of being involved in education and being involved with college students, but it's something that I believe is very defining to something that is one's passion.
I think people can go out and have fun, and it's a great time. However, you need to learn the problems that can happen with it and how to do it responsibly. Never be alone. You need to learn your limit, and if you're under 21, it's really not that hard to wait until you're 21. So just gotta be responsible.
Take every class seriously and try and learn as much as I can, even if it is irrelevant to what I'm going to be doing in life. So
I think the last thing that I would say with respect to passion is does it put you into a community of people that you enjoy being around? And so when I'm around a college campus, I love it. I feel like I'm coming home each day when I come to work. And so I find myself saying I like being around educated people and 18 to 22-year-olds like you guys, and I enjoy being within a group of folks that love education and sports and music and culture and art and all that these places have, including reading and libraries and all that goes with a college campus. And so I would say that those are sort of the metrics that I look at to say, is this something I'm passionate about? And all those come back for me as yes, and so that's why I'm passionate about my job.
Life is a beautiful thing. And this world is filled with endless happiness and possibilities. Sometimes, we just have to clean the dirt off the window in order to let the light in. But once we do, everything becomes brighter and clearer. Let your passion drive you. Hold on to it. Nurture it. Use it to better both yourself and the world around you. And wherever this life takes you, always listen to your heart. So tell us, what are you passionate about?